Hola, everybody. It feels like a Friday, but I know it's not. So, I am honestly only really watching Rotten Mango. I don't know if you guys know her. She's a YouTuber. Normally she does like crime and stuff like that. But to be honest with you guys, I've really only been watching her. There's so much coverage on this Diddy case. Oh my god, what am I saying? Sorry guys, I'm tired. There's so much coverage on this Diddy case that it's a little overwhelming. And I think I'm not the only one that feels a little overwhelmed because it is so much people. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm curious to know where everyone's at with the Diddy case. I keep saying cage. What is wrong? Case. Why is red a color that you'll never wear? This is actually not red, it's burgundy. I love this color. Burgundy is one of my favorite colors, especially during the fall season. Chef's kiss. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Diddy case, you guys? Personally, I think a lot of people keep forgetting that they are charging him with racketeering. So there's that. TKR, why is red a color that you never wear? Does it mean like bad luck or something? Isn't that like a super lucky color, like when you get married and stuff, if you're from India technically? But after I think I finally move on looking live from a different angle, guess what? I just bought a red shirt printed with a cat and I wear it today. I don't reply. I think red will be looking good on me. I think it will. I think you definitely have the skin tone for it, and I think I love the color red. It's one of my favorite things. At least that's what I think. So I think back to the Diddy case thing. I do think, yeah, buy more of it. Listen, you gotta buy what's happy for you. I love black clothes, and I had so much black clothes. One day I woke up and I was like, enough black clothes. I need clothes with color in it. And I started buying a bunch of clothes with color. But now I'm really into neutrals, so make it make sense. One color I hate on me is like certain pinks or certain purples. I feel like I can't pull it off. It has to be a pink that I know that goes good with this skin tone. Anyways, so I think a lot of people, because I'm all over the place and I really want to like get this out of there, nah, that is a story we shouldn't be wasting our time on. I feel that. I do, but at the same time, I feel like it's good, especially here in America. There's so many, and all over the world, TKR, there's so many billionaires and millionaires that can do whatever the fuck they want and get away with things because they have money, and I don't think that's right. Call me crazy. I know that's not reality. I know that the more richer you are, the more things you can get away with. I don't think that that should be okay. I think that if you break the law, you break the law. It's like if, see, this is crazy because I don't think laws are white and black. Hear me out. If I see a person, a homeless man, stealing a bag of chips at the store, I'm not going to tell on him. That man is starving. Okay? Fuck that. He doesn't have $1 to pay for the bag of chips. I am not saying that stealing is correct. No. But it's a bag of chips and it's someone that's homeless. Who's going to eat it? And is not stealing for gain or profit. I think you can't compare that to a major corporation that is stealing, I don't know, that's stealing water from the locals and making it toxic, and then, you know, you're using this toxic water to spray on your lawn and your fucking lawn is dying. You get what I'm saying? Like, those are two very extreme cases, but it's the truth. Sorry, I'm late. No, you're not late, baby. I just started. Oh my goodness. I have an important phone call coming in, you guys. One moment. Sorry, guys. I'm back. That was a very important phone call. My apologies. Eternity. Sorry about that, y'all. So, like I was saying, a lot of people are forgetting that the reason that Diddy is facing all of these charges is for racketeering. What is racketeering? And before that, let me just say, I feel like this is so saturated and it's being covered by so many people on social media. Everyone's talking about it and it's a little overwhelming. All the media has to say is about that and everything, and I can't wait for it to be done and over with so we can move on with our lives. But with that being said, I am watching Rotten Mango. If you guys don't know who Rotten Mango is, she is a YouTuber. She mostly does like crimes and stuff like that. And I watch her here and there, but I've definitely been locked in because this girl has like 2-3 hours of just her talking on YouTube, because she actually went to the trial and she is doing such an amazing job in giving details of like what, and I get it, maybe not everybody, maybe she's not everyone's style, but when I tell you, she gives you the vibes of the courtroom, she gives you just everything, like all the little details, and I think those little details make a huge difference, especially as to when you're really gonna think or know like what the jury's gonna decide, if that makes sense. So I do watch her. I was subscribed to her, but I'm definitely zeroing in on her only. And I really am not seeing like anything else about the Diddy case online or on YouTube or on Instagram, TikTok. TikTok, I haven't been on there for a while. I feel like they should have just banned it and kept it banned. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So the reason that he's facing all of this is for racketeering. What is racketeering? It's a type of organized criminal activity where someone runs an illegal business or scheme, often through I said this in my brain so well. Coercion? What? Coercion? Why can I pronounce this in like real life and pronounce it in my head? Coercion. Coercion. Oh my god, coercion. No, people say it differently. People say coercion. Coercion. Why can't I pronounce this? Coercion. That sounds like it's a different language other than English. Extortion. I like extortion better. Extortion, bribery, fraud, drug and or human trafficking, money laundering, illegal gambling. My biggest thing was like, why is he being charged for this when it's basically kind of like on the outside looking in a like domestic violence case, but it's more than that. Hi TKR, nothing's happening. I'm just talking about the Diddy case. So basically explaining to everybody what he's being charged for. So this is what I've noticed, and this is what I've learned, and how it relates to everything. Does that make sense? All right, so extortion, right? So extortion is basically a connection to racketeering, basically a person or a group demanding money in exchange for protection. I have this written down with threats they themselves might carry out, because I'm literally pretending I'm part of the fucking jury even though I'm not. Example, a mob bus. One moment. Sorry, guys. Important phone call. Okay. Back to what I was saying. And this is maybe nobody's going to watch this, and that's totally fine. But I wanted to talk about the subject because I feel like everyone's talking about it. And yeah, pronunciation. I missed you. Hi, Appy. I'm talking about the Diddy case. And then we can move on and talk about something else. But I just have to get these thoughts out. Okay. So now he's being charged with racketeering, right? We have an explanation of what that is. Right? Okay, so basically it's a mob boss. Extortion is a mob boss, threatens a local business owner, pay us weekly, or your shop mysteriously catches fire. Bribery, connection to racketeering, using to keep illegal operations by influencing public officials, cops, or judges, paying off a city inspector to ignore a drug lab or illegal casino. Fraud, which is an example of a fake billing scam at a medical clinic that overcharges Medicare. Every month, I actually knew somebody that did that. It happened to my grandparents, and they were reported. That's a pattern of fraud, like fake insurance claims or fake charities to generate ongoing income. Drug and human trafficking, a gang that regularly moves illegal drugs across state lines, part of criminal enterprise. These are major money-making operations, blah, 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 blah. Money laundering, I'm almost done. Money laundering, which is a connection to racketeering. It's how criminals clean their dirty money. Example, nightclub use to disguise income from drug sales, making the money look legit when it's not. Illegal gambling. If the operation is ongoing and controlled by a group, it qualifies as part of racketeering enterprise. An underground sport, betting ring that pays cops and collects debt through violence, all of that. So I was like, I'm having net issues. I'm so sorry. Try logging out, coming back in. Okay, so this is so far my notes, and I think it's pretty fucking on point. Extortion. Combs allegedly used explicit photos and videos of sexual encounters to blackmail victims into continued participation in freak-off parties. And listen, I have nothing against freak-off parties. If y'all want to fuck the shit out of each other for 12 hours straight, 18 hours, 4 days, whatever, a whole week, that's cool. That's your lifestyle. As long as every adult there is consensual and it's consensual sex, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's the problem. It's not consensual anymore. And she had like no way out because she was literally terrified for her life. Like, this man attacked her. He attacked Cassie. He attacked Cassie in the literal hallway of a hotel, kicked her a couple of times in the ribs, literally threw a vase at her. And he did that in the hallway of a public hotel. Can you imagine what he does behind closed doors in his house? So that's where the extortion comes in. He used explicit videos and sexual encounters as blackmail to blackmail his victims. Bribery. When Combs was caught on video assaulting Cassie Ventura, he allegedly attempted to bribe the hotel security staff. And the hotel security staff, he was a witness to it. He was a witness on the stand. Fraud. Allegations. Combe is accused of misrepresenting of nature of events, participation, etc., non-consensual acts, false pretenses, etc. Human trafficking. He organized events where women were drugged and coerced, or basically like persuaded into sexual acts, effectively engaging in sex traffic. Money laundering. I don't really know how it works with the money laundering or illegal gambling. I'm still figuring that out. But yeah, he did alleged to bribe a hotel staff with $100,000 to suppress the footage. I would have taken the $100,000. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, but I am human, and right now I need $100,000. But it's not okay, and it's not right, and I shouldn't have, and I probably wouldn't. But anyways, so that's part of bribery, the fraud. He misrepresented the nature of the events. Sex trafficking. He basically did run a sex trafficking operation. Arson. He literally burned Kid Cudi's car and then pretended it wasn't him. So yeah. He's always he's been accused of basically using his wealth and influence to silence the victim and witnesses. But anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. I think that's horrible. I don't think I ever wanted to be rich in my next life to do bad things. That's disgusting and despicable to yours, to be honest. Very thin line of consent often gets ignored. Everything starts getting worse from there. I agree. Like, you can literally, like, be naked. Like, two people can be naked, like, ready to fudge each other. And if one person's like, you know what, never mind, I changed my mind, I don't want to anymore, they're revoking their consent. And a no is a no. That's it. That's it. I'm a make all girls do try on clothes. Tears, you're weird. But anyways, that's it. Should I like keep this live going, or should I start a new live and have you guys come back and we can talk about whatever? I'm gonna start a new live and have you guys come back and talk about whatever. And I do think Cassie's a victim. I do think a lot of people are victim shaming her. And I think that's why a lot of women don't come out. I think real victims, it's a little harder for them to come out than fake victims, because there are fake victims out there. Drive home with a live stream. I'll do that. I will. It's gonna be horrible. And look at the weather outside. All right, let me log off. Log back in, you guys. Come find me. I'll be right back.